When people think of religion, they often imagine belief in God, prayer, and divine intervention, a higher power watching, forgiving, saving. But what if a spiritual path asked for none of that? What if it offered no rescuer, no miracles, no one to carry your suffering for you? This is where Buddhism stands apart. Buddhism does not begin with worship. It begins with observation. It asks a different question. Why do we suffer? And more importantly, what can we do about it? And this is where Buddhism quietly aligns with Stoicism and Samurai philosophy, and why all three belong on the path of the Stoic samurai. Buddhism teaches karma, the law of cause and effect, not punishment, not reward. Every thought conditions the next thought. Every action shapes the next moment. Every reaction strengthens a habit. Siddhartha Gautama did not describe karma as fate. He described it as mechanism. If you plant anger, you cultivate suffering. If you plant awareness, you cultivate freedom. This is not theology, it is psychology. And this idea is brutally honest. You are not punished for your actions. You are shaped by them. Buddhism is more than a belief system. It is a way of life centered on mindfulness, compassion, self-awareness, ethical action. It does not ask you to believe blindly. It asks you to observe carefully. Suffering is not blamed on demons, sin, or destiny. It arises from craving, aversion, ignorance, and these are internal. The solution is not prayer. The solution is inner transformation. Buddhists speak of reincarnation but not as fantasy. Your actions echo forward, your patterns repeat, your unresolved tendencies return. Whether one takes reincarnation literally or psychologically, the principle is the same. What you do today shapes who you become next. There is no escape through belief, only through insight. The goal is not to please a god. The goal is to end the cycle of suffering. Nirvana is often misunderstood. It is not heaven, it is not annihilation, it is not blissful escape. Nirvana is freedom from unnecessary suffering. A mind no longer ruled by compulsive desire. A mind no longer enslaved by fear. A mind that sees clearly. Peace is not given, it is trained. The Stoics arrived at a strikingly similar conclusion. They believed in God but not a personal savior, not a rescuer, and not a negotiator. God, to the Stoics, was logos. Marcus Aurelius never asked the universe to spare him. He asked himself, how should I respond? Stoicism does not promise comfort. It promises clarity and dignity. This is a crucial point. Buddhism does not ask you to kneel. It does not ask you to surrender responsibility. It does not offer salvation through belief. It asks you to wake up. In this sense, Buddhism removes God from the equation entirely, not as rebellion, but as irrelevance. Not because gods don't exist, but because they cannot do your work for you. Stoicism keeps God, removes dependence. The universe is ordered, but indifferent. Events unfold as they must. Your task is internal. The Stoic does not hope, he prepares. He does not wish, he disciplines. Virtue, not faith, is the measure of a life well lived. The samurai went even further. Miyamoto Musashi followed Zen Buddhism. No rituals, no prayers for victory, no belief in divine protection. Only training. The sword did not care what you believed. The enemy did not care what you hoped. Only mastery mattered. The samurai did not ask life to be easier. It became stronger. The Stoic samurai synthesis here is the unifying truth. Buddhism removes God from the equation. Stoicism keeps God but removes dependence. The samurai removes excuses altogether. None of them tell you to wait. None of them tell you to hope. None of them tell you to wish. They tell you to train, to observe the mind, to take responsibility for your suffering, and to forge peace, not from divine intervention, but from discipline, awareness, and courage. No one is coming to save you, and that is not despair. That is freedom. This is the Stoic samurai path.